there, my name is Caitlin Bandy and this is my channel Bandy's Books, and today we are here with something epic. I recently had the great fortune to take a week off of work and go on a road trip with my mom. So if you're new to my channel, my mom is LFL Book Adventures over on Instagram, and she posts all about her little free library. She built a little free library, I want to say almost 3 years ago now, and it has since expanded. She has fruit bowls out there where she puts out like lemons and tangerines that grow on our fruit trees. She's got a little like doggy box with dog toys and sticks and things. She has a chalkboard and like little chairs for kids to sit and read. She has a surprise box with like stickers and toys for the kiddos. She puts out chalk for the kiddos to draw on the sidewalk. It is pretty spectacular seeing all the things that she has incorporated into her little free library. And she also posts all the time about the stuff that she's putting in her little free library. She curates things for like specific holidays, for specific celebratory months, all sorts of different stuff. Banned Book Week, she features banned books. Recently she was featuring books with autistic characters for Autism Acceptance Month. In general, I just love how active and engaged she is with her little free library. And not just with her own, she's also really active and engaged with the little free library community as a whole. And she knows so many of the little free libraries in San Diego, also the ones out here in Las Vegas. We've done trips out to Sedona and checked out a bunch of the ones in that area. And so she recently came to me and suggested that we take a road trip. Now, I love traveling with my mom. I haven't got to do it as much lately as an adult, but we definitely have had some pretty epic trips together in the past. And so when she said she wanted to take a trip, I was totally game for it. My mom and I previously have taken 2 trips to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and really loved it. Had a great time, but both of those times that we were there were not focused on books. We were focused on food and like seeing the city and doing tourist stuff. So she mentioned that we'd never really stopped in Albuquerque before, and she had heard that Albuquerque was full of amazing little free libraries and bookstores and all of that. So she suggested that we take a road trip from Las Vegas through Arizona out to Albuquerque and then back. And then I kind of tweaked it a little bit. So we ended up with a route of Las Vegas to Flagstaff, spend a night in Flagstaff, and then head to Albuquerque for a couple days, take one night out in Santa Fe just because I love Santa Fe so much. And then we hit Tempe and Phoenix on the way home and back to Las Vegas. So this was a epic bookish road trip. We did nothing but check out little free libraries and indie bookstores and eat really good food. And we did a little bit of shopping at chocolate shops as well. So this is my kind of trip. I won't lie, I had a blast, and so did my mom. We were both exhausted by the end of it just from all the driving and like walking around and everything we did. But we both ended up with a ton of really good books and we had a great time. So I have a couple videos where I'm going to show you the bookstores and the books that I bought. But this particular video is going to be 2 parts, and it is going to be about the little free libraries that we found through our journey. I am going to start at the beginning of the trip and show you to about the halfway point, and then I will do a second video where I show you the second half of little free libraries. And the reason that I have to split it into 2 videos is because we seriously saw so many little free libraries. I think we were close to like 80 of them. We gave away over 130 books. It was pretty impressive. I personally brought 80 books with me, and I think my mom brought about 40 or 50 more, and we got rid of all of them. It was great fun being able to drop off all of these books, spread them across communities throughout the Southwest. And what was really fantastic was seeing the types of books that people have in their little free libraries, and in Albuquerque. I am not gonna lie, guys, if you're interested in little free libraries, Albuquerque is the place to be. They have some of the most creative and fantastic little free libraries I have ever seen. And if you're really interested in little free libraries and seeing them custom built, I have a really cool video with a guy named Tim who is in the Albuquerque area who builds custom little free libraries. You can check that out up here. So I know that this was kind of a rambling intro and I don't want to delay you any further. Let's jump into the clips, and at the end of these clips I will show you what books I ended up with. So I thought I would show all the books we're giving away. So while we're driving around Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico, we have all of these bags of books that have come from my collection and some from my mom's collection, books that we've read, and we've just decided we're going to go ahead and pass forward. So you can see we have quite a lot of stuff in here. We have bags full of books to get rid of. So hopefully we'll find some good homes for all of these, and find some cool little free libraries while we're out. We're in Flagstaff, Arizona, and we're checking out a couple little free libraries, and we found this one here. This is called the Summer Run Little Free Library, and you can see it has some pretty cool designing on it. I'm not going to take anything from this little library, but we're going to leave Milkman by Anna Burns. I just finished this last month. I thought it was a pretty enjoyable read, and it's a little bit different than some of the books that they have in here already. We're in Winslow, Arizona. This is a small town on the way from Flagstaff to Albuquerque, and there's a couple little free libraries out here. We have stopped at this one to check it out. They specialize in diverse books, banned books, things like that. So I was excited, of course. I wanted to see what they had. I am going to be leaving Zora Neale Hurston's Their Eyes Were Watching God. I just read this in February and really enjoyed it. So we're going to pass it on, and I can already tell there's quite a few books in here that I'm really excited about. So we are in Albuquerque, New Mexico this morning, and there are a ton, and I mean a ton of little free libraries here in Albuquerque. This is one of them. It's super cute. You can see it is an apple and tree theme. I'm gonna show you the whole outside of it because there's apples all the way around. But I'm loving how colorful this is, and we have like a tree stump underneath it. Really cute. So we went ahead and left a book. We're leaving The Glorious Guinness Girls. And we're not going to take anything from this one, but there's a new book to add in. We are still in Albuquerque, and this is called the Academy of Awesome Little Free Library. It's pretty cool. In a second, you're going to see a tower up top that's like with a clock on it. But first, we're going to drop off a couple books. I have Curfew by Jayne, Cowie, and I have The Door of No Return by Kwame Alexander. So we'll be leaving these here. There's lots of awesome books in here. There's what you could see here on the front, and then on the sides there's little cabinets with books like on nature and animals and stuff like that as well. So pretty cool find. So we are at our next little free library here in Albuquerque. This is a really cool one because it spins. I've never seen a spinning one before, and you can see that we have plexiglass on the outside of it. And if you can see on the inside, there's like decorations of desert scenes. There's coyotes, mice, owls painted on the interior, and then the cactus and the flowers on the outside. I thought this one was really cool. We're gonna leave a couple books. I have Billie Starr's book of Sorries by Deborah E. Kennedy, and then I have 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. So we're gonna pop these in here, and then we're gonna head off to our next spot. We're at our next little free library here in Albuquerque. This was one that we found just like doing a local search, and this is really cute. I love the painting on the sides of it. There's like little woodland creatures sitting in trees, you'll see in a second. We're going to be leaving them. I'm thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid and The Patron Saint of Pregnant Girls by Ursula Hegi. So literally every time we turn a corner in Albuquerque, we find a little free library. We are on our way trying to find some other little free libraries, and we turned this corner and found this little free library. As you can see, it's really cute. And so we're gonna drop off Big Little Lies by Lianne Moriarty and head on over to the next little free library. So we are at our next stop on our tour of Albuquerque Little Free Libraries. This is the ABQ Queer Little Library here in Albuquerque, and they feature specifically queer literature. And so my mom is friends with them on Instagram, and she decided she's gonna bring them a whole stack of books that feature queer themes and some stickers and bookmarks and a little card. And I'm really excited to see that there's so many great books inside this little free library. I'm gonna sneak a peek through here and see if there's anything I want to take with me, and hopefully they will enjoy what we've left for them. So we're at our next little free library. This one is so cute. You can see it's a dragonfly in the front and it spins so you can see the whole entire library. This was made by a local artist named Tim here in Albuquerque, and you will see a whole video on his creative process and several of his little free libraries and his studio and everything coming up soon. So for this little free library, we're going to be dropping off some books today. I have Cursed by Frank Miller and Thomas Wheeler, and I have The Family Next Door by Sally Hepworth. We're also going to be leaving a little bracelet in the little free library. It says "Be kind" with some bumblebees on this side, and it says #BuzzingLove with a heart on the other side. If you're interested, go check them out on Instagram. They're called Buzzing Love, and they have the Be Kind project, and it's just basically about being kind, one hug, one smile, one act of kindness at a time. So they sent my mom some of these bracelets, and we're gonna just leave one in the little free library with the books. We're at another stop in Albuquerque. This is the Farmhouse Little Free Library. You can see they have 3 little free libraries all together. There's treats for doggos, and there is books for kiddos, and then there are adult books up here. We are gonna leave a handful of books for them. We have Plagueland by Alex Scarrow. We have We Are the Brennans by Tracey Lange, and then we have the Furrows by Namwali, and we're gonna leave them a Be Kind bracelet as well. All right, so we're at another stop here in Albuquerque, and we found this spot that has 3 little free libraries. Day 2 in Albuquerque, and we are at our next little free library. You can see that this one has been decorated with reclaimed bottle caps, and you can see some of them have been decorated with calaveras. This is a really cute little free library. We're gonna be leaving The Indigo Girl by Natasha Boyd and Cold Mountain by Charles Fraser. So we are at our next stop on our second day in Albuquerque. We found this cute little fairy little free library. It's got Tinkerbell on the front. We're leaving We Are Gathered by Jamie Wiseman, and on to the next one. And we are at our next stop. This is the Reading Rainbow. It says on the side, Reading Rainbow, take a look. It's in a book, which is like a great nostalgia throwback for me. If you grew up like me watching Reading Rainbow, then you'll know what that's about. We have a Amish romance. This is The Bake Shop by Amy Clipston. This is a book that I think I won in like a giveaway. I won like 15 books, and this was one that got sent to me. I'm not a big romance reader, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this along to this little free library here. And then we have a couple more in this particular part of Albuquerque to check out. For this portion of the road trip, I didn't actually end up bringing home that many books. I only picked up 2 from little free libraries and 2 from my mom. So my mom and I exchange books very frequently. And so if she reads something that she thinks I like, she'll be like, oh, do you want me to put this to the side for you? So the 2 books she brought me were The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. She just finished reading this. I've been hearing really good things about it, and I really wanted to check it out, so I'm borrowing it. And then she brought me The Ghost Bride by Lange Chu. So I just read the most recent book by Chu. The name is escaping me at the moment. I think it's The Fox Wife, and I really enjoyed it. So my mom suggested I try The Ghost Bride. She said that this was really good. So there are 2 books from her. So then I found 2 other books in this portion of our little free library trip. And the first one I found in a small town in Arizona. So one of the things that I love about these types of road trips is that I check, every time we come to a small town, I check the little free library map. And sometimes I'll find like a random little free library in a place I don't expect. So we ended up in this small town, and we're looking at the little free library map. There's 2 in town, and we look at one of them, and it says that they specialize in diverse books, which I am a huge fan of diverse reading. That is one of my main goals on this channel, is to read diversely. So I was excited to check it out. My mom also features a lot of diverse books in her own little free library. So we made it a point to drive over to this little free library because we have a ton of diverse books to leave as well. And I am so glad we did. This little free library was stocked full of fantasy books by diverse authors. I wanted to take half of the books in there, no joke. There were so many books I was interested in reading, but of course I'm not gonna like loot somebody's little free library. So I only picked up 1, and we left them 3 books. So the book that I ended up picking up there is Star Daughter by Shweta Thakrar. So this is a book that has been on my radar for quite a while, and one that I've been interested in reading. This says it is about the daughter of a star and immortal. Sheetal is used to keeping secrets, but when her star fire accidentally injures her human father, Sheetal needs a full star's help to heal him. A star like her mother, who returned to the sky years ago. This sounds so good. I haven't heard a ton about this, but I love a good fantasy. I think this is a really unique concept, and I am very much looking forward to diving into this. And then I found a book that hit me in the nostalgia feels, and that's Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This is such a nice copy of it. It is a 40th edition hardcover book. I picked this up for the nostalgia vibes. I haven't read this book since I was a little kid, but I remember just absolutely loving this book when I was younger. And so I wanted to reread it. I am probably not going to keep this permanently, but reread it and then pass it on to one of the little free libraries here in Vegas. But I'm excited to see if as an adult, I appreciate this story as much as I did as a child. I'm really hoping that I still do. So those are the books that I ended up picking up on this portion of the journey. I hope that you found this interesting to see some of the little free libraries that I visited and what I found in them. Stay tuned for part 2 because there are an insane amount of little free libraries coming up, and there are quite a few more books that I hauled in the next video. I still got rid of way more books than I brought home, but I did find some really spectacular things. So make sure you check out part 2 as soon as it gets posted. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, and let me know what book you would love to find in a little free library. Like if you could find any one book, what would it be? Or what makes a little free library particularly exciting to you? Like, do you like ones that look a specific type of way, have a specific type of book in them? Tell me all about it. Or if there's any unique little free libraries in your area, tell me about those too. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell so that you never miss a video. And that way we can see each other again soon. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.